Fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Podcast, fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Podcast, gonna talk to my friends. Gonna share a
Fancy
thought.
lad.
Gonna have a laugh. That's what I
Fancy
thought.
lad.
Fancy lad.
Fancy
Fancy
lad.
podcast. Fancy lad. Fancy lad
Fancy lad.
podcast. Yeah.
And we are back.
Ooh, yes, we are.
Was that a whammy bar right there?
Yeah, it was like a talk box.
Dude, you didn't tell me it was a fucking whammy into a fucking wah-wah.
That was a talk box.
Oh, talk box.
Yeah. Oh, I have a wah-wah too, though.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, my God. Dude, Tom's making his fucking guitar talk right now, bro.
Hello, my name is a guitar. I have 6 strings and also a strap. Tune me up to whatever you like, but standard tuning usually sounds the best.
It's true. And I'm glad that you're not making my guitar talk, because he would say, fucking drop that fucking D, bro.
He'd be like, yo, it's me, Big's guitar. Drop that D. Also, get me out of this basement. There's lots of mold and some rats that chewing on me.
Well, I did get the guitar out of the basement once I realized it started smelling like mold, and I haven't been able to get that smell out of the guitar. So if anyone has any good advice for me, I would actually appreciate it.
Oh, if they have any good advice about how to get rid of that mold smell on your guitar, they could just hit you up.
Or just good advice for me.
Oh, just good advice. Yeah, if any of our listeners have good advice for Biggs, why don't you go ahead and send it over to fancyladpodcast@gmail.com. Or, just DM us on @fancyladpodcast on Instagram.
And who knows, maybe we will read your advice here on the Fancy Lad Podcast.
Oh, my goodness. Now, that is a concept. That, my friend, is a concept.
That's a concept that I think I might even make into a concept album.
Holy shit. You mean once you de-stink your guitar?
Once I de-stink my guitar.
Once you get the stank off.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people like to put stank on their guitar. I like to get the stank off.
And I think the concept album might go a little something like this. I'm a pinball wizard and I got some advice for Bigzo.
That's pretty good. So is that the whole album?
Well,
Or that's
that's
just the
the
beginning?
first track.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's the opening. It's the opening track.
So that was the whole first track?
That was the whole first track.
And all other tracks are just one line?
Well, they're going to be the advice that people send in.
Okay.
It's a concept album. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't. I'm sorry. There's something in my throat. No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, I was going to say. Well, it's actually an album that has a concept throughout the entire album.
Oh, okay. So like chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Right.
Yeah, where the concept is the starfish are chocolate and the water is flavored like hot dogs.
Where the starfish are a bunch of buttholes
What?
and the hot dogs are actually penises.
No. Then what's the water?
I don't know. I haven't been able to figure that part out.
Well, I mean, if it's hot dog flavored and
Fred-
hot dogs are penises.
Fred Durst likes to get a little cryptic with that part.
Ah, jeez.
But that's the art. That's the artist. He likes to, leave it up to imagination so the viewer can interpret it their own way.
Well, you know what they always say, the old children's rhyme, Durst is the worst, West Borland is the best.
Yeah. If you can't stand me at my Durst, you don't deserve me at my Wes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what the kids always say.
I know. And, speaking of, who's a huge fucking Limp Bizkit fan?
Besides us?
Yeah.
Should I just rifle through everyone I know?
Yeah.
Or take a guess?
Just take a guess.
I'm going to assume you're not talking about John Tweak or Sean Tweak.
No.
I assume you're not talking
no,
about,
no.
Tony DeRosa. I assume you're not talking about
no.
Yellow Nick.
No,
I'm going to just take a wild guess here.
Shot in the dark. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask a question real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I need just as a help. Does this person happen to own one of the most successful fingerboard companies of all time?
Hold on one second. Let me check my my Snokes. Spokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to throw out a guess then.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mr. Tech Deck?
No, it's not Mr. Tech Deck.
Well,
Although he is a good friend.
I got to go with my second guess then.
He's not a big Limp Bizkit fan, though.
Oh, yeah, and I always knew he was kind of lame.
Yeah.
But what about our old friend Mike Schneider?
Dude, how the fuck did you guess that? Based on that limited knowledge that I just gave you.
Well, I mean, last time
That's amazing.
Last time we hung out with him, he had played Significant Other 20 times in a row.
Through its entirety.
Yeah, wouldn't let us leave.
Yeah.
Not that we wanted to.
No.
Man. Yeah,
and
he's
it
a
was
cool guy.
one of the best times of my life.
Absolutely. Great. Cool house. Cool guy. Great ramp. Psst.
You know, we should give him a call and see what he's up to.
Oh, dude, do you think he'd talk to us?
I think if we're lucky.
He's a busy guy. He's got
very busy.
He's got to be a busy guy.
He owns a hugely successful fingerboard company.
You know what? I'd really like to ask him some questions about that. So maybe we should give him a call.
Yeah, I think we should get down to the bottom of this.
But you know what? I had an idea, and this might be a little early, but Daddy's thirsty.
Dude, you're not thinking about grabbing a Clown Shoes brand Clown Shoes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Grabbing a Clown Shoes brand beer.
Oh, God, that sounds good. That sounds so good right now. You know, I think I might just do the same.
Dude, that's a fantastic idea. And you know what? During this break, while we grab our beers, you guys are welcome to go check out patreon.com/FancyLabPodcast.
You're welcome to.
You don't have to.
But it is a free country last time I checked.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's not looking too promising.
No, it's not.
It's not looking too
no,
promising.
it's not. But that's why I'm saying get there now.
Yeah, get there now while
Yeah.
it's still available. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, okay, cool. So we'll go grab some beers and then let's hit up Schneider.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle came to town without his macaroni hat. All he wore was a crown, about 8 gold rings, some Louis Vuitton, and I'm pretty sure he had clown shoes on. He was walking with a strut like I never seen, and he drinking from a can so crisp and clean. So we introduced ourselves just to see what was good. After all, he was new in our neighborhood.
Well, my name's Crookle Sam, and I'm here to say that I make a mango kush in an American way. The natural mango flavors really make it the tops, not to mention all the
True melon hops.
Mango American Kush from Clown Shoes Beer is conveniently available throughout the year. So what do you say, boys? Have a drink with me?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yo, I'll take 3.
For more information on Clown Shoes Beer or where to purchase Clown Shoes Beer, visit www.clownshoesbeer.com.
Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh, yeah, we are. And that was a good break.
That was a good break. I love that commercial.
And you know what? I love getting me a Clown Shoes brand beer.
That's right. Nice. Oh, you put ice cubes in it.
I got to keep it cold.
Yeah, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. You hear that? Well, let me tell the good people who I'm asking right now if they hear that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
Legendary
Mhm.
Mike Schneider himself.
The snackman himself, Mike Schneider.
Already seen him snacking.
Mhm.
What are you snacking on? Just out of curiosity.
Just a little bit of lunch over here. It's some rice with beans, and it was basically like leftovers from tacos last night.
A little avocado on there.
Avocado, some mushrooms, and like chicken or something.
See, the people want to know.
Oh
Just
yeah,
a-
I'm always
just a-
eating.
Just a little lunch, you say. That sounds like a fantastic meal right there.
Oh yeah.
When we first met, I never, I don't think I've ever seen you without a sandwich in hand or a pint of ice cream or something.
Or a salad.
Bag of chips, maybe. Yeah, eating salad with your bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right. People tend to say that a lot. I don't even notice it, but people are always like, "I've never seen you not eating." I guess I kind of like eat all the time.
Yeah. Well, everyone already knows why you're a legend, but I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It's not just the snacking.
It's not.
Would you? Well, I mean, all of my friends are in awe that I get this all the time. People are in awe that I even know you.
I don't know why.
they
I
say
think that's like crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's cool that I know you. I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy too.
Nardo, Jack Cradolfer. They're like, wait, you actually know Mike Schneider? And I'm like, yeah, I've been to his house.
They lose their shit, man. We walk around town just telling people, we're like, we go to a restaurant. They're like, we can't have people come in right now. There's a pandemic happening.
Yeah.
We say, do you know who we know? Mike Schneider. And they go, oh my God.
And they say, we're usually not shaking hands right now, but can I please shake your hand?
And sometimes they kiss our feet, which we don't even want them to do. But
I know. But we got to take what we can get.
Absolutely.
During these tough times. But yeah, legendary fingerboarder. I just want to come out and say for the people who don't know who you are for some sick, weird reason.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not going to be the case.
No, absolutely not. But just for my mom's sake, listening to this, Nancy, Mike Schneider's a legendary fingerboarder, who started his own brand, FlatFace. How long has FlatFace been in operation?
I started it in 2003, so I was in like 5th grade or something like that, 4th or 5th grade. I guess, yeah, 5th grade. And it was just kind of like, I don't know, I was playing with fingerboards and making them and making like, changing the grip and making different bushings and this and that. And I got into making boards. And it was really just like me having fun with my friends and just like fingerboarding in elementary school and in middle school and stuff like that. And then it kind of turned into this huge thing over time.
Yeah. Crazy. That's pretty precocious for a 4th or 5th grader to start their own successful business, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was going to be like anything serious. I was getting $3 here and there for something. And like, I told my mom one day, she always like reminds me of this. She's like, yeah, one day you came in and told me like, Mom, I'm going to start a company. And I was like, okay, have fun over there. And like, it was just playing around as a kid, really. And then, I don't know, it turned into like a real thing.
So the revolutionary idea, though, was pressing the fingerboards with each ply of wood like an actual skateboard?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the first to do that, but I guess I was one of the best, or I just stuck with it and got really good or whatever.
Yeah.
I just realized you guys are in a green screen. You're not in that studio.
What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
I'm like, what's that black mold and fuzz growing on the floor? Wait a minute.
This is the Fancy Lad studio, okay?
Yeah, this is our pet mold. You were correct the first time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, edit that part out. I don't want to confuse people and think that you're not in that studio or something.
No, they know. They trust us.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they know that you're the fool who thought that we weren't in a studio, so we don't have to edit
Of
anything.
course. Yeah.
Okay, so the boards, do you press them yourself? I mean, when you make them, are they all handmade?
Yeah, everything's handmade. I started out just making them by myself for a bunch of years, and at one point I actually closed the company because I couldn't keep up with the orders and it was too much work and stuff. So over time I got help, and I have people that will mold the boards for me, so I'm not molding every single one anymore. But they're all still handmade by us. We hand sand them. They're lacquered. We sand them again by hand. We got more like precision tools. So instead of drilling the holes by hand, they're drilled by a machine so that you never get a hole that doesn't line up or anything. So they're like more advanced now, but they're still handmade. And I can, hand make one from scratch anytime I want, and it comes out just as good or even better than the ones where like, we're all working on a team as them. So they're all still handmade, like here in Massachusetts and everything. Don't want to do any like China mass production or anything like that, because then it wouldn't be as good.
Right. What do you hand cut them with?
Basically, so they're molded and, they come out as like a rectangle, and then we just have like a template with like a machine that cuts it out. And then when I make them like at home, I just use a belt sander and just sand it into shape real quick.
I see.
Now, how were you doing it when you were in 5th grade?
So I started with scissors and sandpaper.
Okay. All right.
So I would kind of cut the corners off so they weren't square and they'd be like kind of round. And then I would literally take sandpaper in my hand and sand it for like half an hour till it was like round enough.
Right.
And when you're a kid, you don't get like hand cramps or anything like that. But as you get older, you're like, I got to figure out a better way to do this because I can't do more than 2 of them this way, like you get tired. So you figure out like, oh, belt sander, and then it's electric and you just have to like shape it. And there's still a lot of work involved, but it's so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Genius.
Absolutely.
Genius.
Absolutely.
I was just curious how closely it was to the actual production of a skateboard. Which,
yeah, it's really close. The molds look the same and everything. It's just small scale.
And then applying the graphic.
Yeah, there's a few different types of graphics that we do. So there's ones that are like real skateboard graphics, and you use a heat press, and it's like a heat transfer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And those graphics actually like wear down when you use it. They, whatever slides you do are gonna like show up over time, and they wear off. So people call that like a real wear graphic because that's kind of newer in fingerboarding, like the last 7 years or something. But before that, it would be like paper graphics. And I still do paper graphics also because I really like how they come out. And like they last pretty much forever unless you shred it really hard. But
it's kind of like a slick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They just look crazy shiny. Let me see. I think I got one in here actually. Oh yeah, wait. Here's a real wear one. And yeah, like you can see a little bit of wear starting, like some tail slides.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Those tensors on there?
Black River trucks.
Nice. Have you thought about putting a slide plate on there like tensor?
I got some like old school boards with like board rails and stuff like that on them.
Yeah, I've seen that too. There was some banana rails on the fingerboard that we were using over at Matt's place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those are funny.
Yeah.
What were those trucks that you had on your actual board last time we were there? Those are some of the craziest trucks I'd ever seen.
Oh, dude, they're wild. So, they're called Avenue trucks. My friend in Germany, the dude who owns Black River, he's always telling me, he's like, dude, I got these trucks. You got to try them. They're like a game changer. You'll never go back to regular trucks and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, for a while, I was just like, okay, have fun with that. And then he kept telling me, he's like, you have to try them. Like, if you don't like them, just take them off and put your trucks back on. But just try them for like a month or something. And so I put them on, and I really haven't gone back ever since. They're called like suspension trucks or something, and they have some kind of like, the base plate looks weird. It almost looks like it's, I don't know, not really like a longboard truck, but it's something weird. And
is it like springy? I don't think
it was like a C, and it was like it was bouncy. The metal was like springy.
I remember it now. Yeah,
dude, they're pretty sick actually. I skate a lot of transition, and they work really well because the way that I first described it as I got used to them, I was like, it's like loose trucks for your loose trucks. It's like another level of like looseness and like springiness. And so when you're like sitting in a 5-0 grind and then you like pop out at the end, it like shoots you out kind of. It's like a little extra spring.
I remember that.
And like impacts and stuff, there's just like way less impact. It's super cushiony. And he told me that you can't focus a board with those. He said like they were trying, and like people were just getting hurt trying to like focus their deck.
People were literally trying to focus it and just getting launched like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. SpaceX bought the technology, and that's how they're going to get the rockets up to Mars.
Yeah.
They're going to drop them, try to focus a board.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to bounce out of the atmosphere. I remember you sitting on some really long, good-looking frontside 5.0s and just like boinging back into the ramp. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you have a very unique setup. The 10-inch board,
9-inch, but yeah, it's
9-inch popsicle. Well, it looks even bigger.
Yeah, for me, it's like a 12 because I'm pretty little.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, but that's what I expect. This sort of out of the box thinking from the Schneider man himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
See,
the guy that likes to take risks.
So 4th and 5th grade, were you also making? I mean, see, because back in 4th and 5th grade, I was skating on textbooks on my fingerboards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was.
Oh yeah.
But did you start building your own ramps then too?
The first ramps was just like clipboards and books stacked up like during recess. Like we would stay in from recess just to fingerboard because our teacher let us. And yeah, we would like stack up all kinds of stuff. And then I started making a few different like wooden ramps. Like have this really old picnic table that I made with my grandfather, and I must have still been like in 5th grade when I made that because it was so long ago.
Like a Cali picnic table?
Yeah, but we put coping on the edges, like metal coping, and it just like sticks out completely, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you were doing the traditional books as ramps.
Yeah,
got
tons
book-
of that.
You
I
got
still
book-
do that. I'll be in my kitchen. And
You got 2 books, and then you ollie up, and then you do the kicker over the gap. You know,
Okay.
you know the drill.
Yep, super fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can build stair sets and mani pads and anything.
Obviously, a book's already a ledge.
Yeah,
That's true.
I still use them as ledges. I just found out you could read them like the other day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
And that's the best way to know the ledge.
Oh yeah, if you read that book, you can do any trick on that book after you've read
Absolutely.
it.
And you know they
Absolutely.
say ledges are the cornerstone of skating.
Mhm.
But you know what I was curious? I don't think I ever mentioned this to you or ever asked this, but Fingers of Fury. Is it your favorite video of all time?
That's like basically before my time because I don't know when it came out, but it came out at least a few years before I started fingerboarding. So like my equivalent of that is Pissing Fingers 2 from Black River, and that was like a DVD that they put out. And so that's like what I grew up on. Like I would watch that 100 times, and I learned tray flips from that video, and like that's kind of my equivalent. But Fingers of Fury is really epic too. I didn't see it till later though.
You have seen it?
Yeah.
There are some wild looking fingerboards in that video. They're like super teeny. Some of them are all plastic, don't even look like they have any grip.
They're probably all tech decks because I was like really early. I don't remember if there was wooden boards. I got to watch it again.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think there was a lot of plastic ones in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, I love the setup. Now, maybe you should try to do this more in your videos. I'm not saying, hey, do whatever you want. I'm just tossing this out there. But the knife in the orange, stuck in the orange as a flat bar, that's a
Ooh.
creative spot. That's a creative spot for fingerboards.
Oh, that's a good old tip for you little fingerboarders out there. If anyone wants a fresh
Trying to-
creative trick.
Hurt everyone.
Oh, no, well, the sharp parts underneath.
Yeah. The sharp.
Oh,
part.
that's not fun. No, dude, I did like, I forget what video it's in, but I've done like a few tricks on like the sharp part of a knife, like kickflip back tail.
Oh, sick.
You gotta,
Just
you
to
fucking
flex
crazy?
on them.
Are you insane?
That's sick.
Why would
you
you
have
do
to
that?
land on it really light so that if you're not going to land it, you don't cut yourself.
That's
so
like
I recommend like nobody try this.
Yeah, that's like how I made a board with a bunch of nails sticking up,
Mhm.
and I ollied a 20 set
Right.
and landed bolts
Uh-huh.
just to show
Of course.
everyone, how good I was.
Right.
Yeah, dude, that was sick.
Thank you.
That was good.
And then I did a tray flip, and my feet all went through the nails.
That was also sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, you guys make crazy stuff though. Those skateboards with just like all kinds of rotating parts and weird stuff.
Well, that's what I was gonna mention. Did you
Did you-
see that the fingerboarders are now taking the manipulations?
Did you see that?
Did you see that?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been tagging Fancy Lad and Matt and being like,
Whoa.
And
Yo.
building his manips.
"Yo, shout out to Matt Tomasello for giving me this fingerboard manip inspo."
Sick.
And then he does like the half kickflip. You really, it's
It's the board with like the rail in the middle, so like the
Yeah.
two halves spin separately.
which is Matt's real trademark board.
Right.
Yeah, that's sick. Let me show you guys something. You'll like this one.
Hell yeah.
I don't know where anything is, of course. Oh yeah. All right. That was worth it. Ready?
Dude,
Oh hell yeah.
The person.
is that fucking Slender Man, bro?
I don't know who it is. And it works. You can kickflip it and everything.
Mm-hmm. Like when Max Shaft skated that money symbol
Mm.
board,
Whoa. That's wild.
kind of like that.
Yeah. You know, Schneider, I downloaded a demo of a video game the other day called Sessions, I think.
Yeah.
Right? And I was going through. I was like, oh, I wonder what board companies they got on here. And they had like Heroin. I think they had something else, maybe Revive or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
They had FlatFace.
Dude!
I say, wait a minute. These people are skateboarding on fingerboards. Now this I got to see. Now, how do you know the people that made that video game, or are they just fans?
I know them online. I don't know them in person. But yeah, that's like one of the craziest things for sure. And I actually just ordered an Xbox One so that I can get that.
Hell yeah.
Because I've been playing it like on friends' computers and stuff, and I'm just like so hyped on it. It's crazy. Like, I feel like every week somebody's like, "Hey, dude, I didn't know you're in a video game."
Yeah, that's awesome,
yeah,
dude.
They got shirts, they got skateboards, they got maybe a few other things. It's like, you know, a few different like actual flat face graphics you can get on your fingerboard too.
Damn.
That's sick. Dude, that was a good game too. The game's crazy.
It's so crazy. The controls are ridiculous, but it's
Yeah.
really good once you learn it.
Yeah, the controls, I mean, I played it. It was like a 2-hour demo, and I think by the end of the 2 hours, I was like finally like remembering, like, because they kind of like switch when you're like going switch and stuff. Everything goes in reverse, and it's like hard to remember that. Yeah, but I was finally getting the hang of it. It seems like could actually be really fun, and I also like that I spent like most of the 2 hours like trying like the same tricks at like a spot, you know. I'm like, I'm going to try to kickflip nose slide this ledge. Try that for like a half an hour. I'm like, okay, this is not happening. Very realistic.
Yeah, it's like almost too realistic, but it's really fun. Some of my friends are actually good at it. Like, you can tell them a trick and they'll just do it within a few tries. So there's definitely hope. Like, if you play it enough, you get the hang of it.
Right.
I'm not quite there yet. I could do like a few tricks like consistently, but most of it's like, you know, sometimes you just ride up to something and forget how to ollie again.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I love the Tony Hawk games and how, like, how like kind of crazy you
I was
going
to say
stuff.
EA Skate's a little too realistic for me. I'm a Tony Hawksman.
Yeah, I never had EA Skate.
Yeah.
You know, I had all the Tony Hawks, but you know, I'd play it at people's houses sometimes and be like, yeah, this is okay. But same thing, I never played it enough to really get the hang of it, you know. But it is cool to have something that's actually pretty difficult.
And also, you know, people refer to Mike Schneider as the Tony Hawk of fingerboarding.
Oh.
Have you heard that?
That's crazy. Yeah, I've heard people say that before.
That is fun. Do you think anyone ever tells Tony Hawk that he's the Mike Schneider of fingerboarding?
Mike Schneider of skateboarding?
Dude, that would be crazy. I met Tony Hawk once, and I was probably like 17 or something. And so I was not like up to par with my people skills yet, because I kind of am a little slow. I'm better now. I know how to talk to people, but basically, like, I didn't know what to do. So I just told them like, "Hi, I'm Mike." And that was it. Because I wasn't the type of person to be like, "Yo, I own this company and I do this and that." Like, I don't want to like brag or something, but I kind of screwed that up because I should have at least said something, you know, because otherwise it's just like, "Hi, I'm Mike. See you later."
Yeah. It's hard because you don't want to, you know, it's hard to toot your own horn or anything, or, you know, even just to go say that kind of stuff because you don't want to come off like that. But if you don't, like, no one else is going to do it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, after I did that, I realized, like, all right, that would have been the one time to, like, say something. Just, like, I got a little better at it. You know, it's like if I need to tell somebody something, like, I can be upfront instead of being, like, super shy. But
yeah.
hopefully I run into him again.
I like telling Tony Hawk every time I see him that he's been an inspiration to me to ask Mike Schneider why they didn't ask Fancy Lad to be in the session game.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because, I mean...
Yeah, that is a good question. What the fuck, Mike?
Dude, Mike, what the fuck? You were talking to him online. You didn't even mention us.
Dude, I didn't even think the game was going to come out. They delayed that thing so many times.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just glad it even happened. I didn't think I was going to actually be in it. Like, I was so blown away that any of that, like, actually fell through, or didn't fall through, you know?
And it's like not even like is it even officially out? I know you can like buy like a version of the game, but
it's
an
like unfinished one.
Right, exactly.
So maybe it's not too late for you guys to get in.
So you should hook us up.
I could email him. Why not?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, why
We'll see what
not?
they
Why not? And well, you know what? While you're at it, find the people that do Rocket League for us and get the van in there.
Whoa.
Fancy Lad van
They already got. I mean, they got all the Rick and Morty stuff already.
with a clown shoe topper.
Yeah. So we wanted to get Fancy Lad in there too.
Send them the link to the video we did with Adult Swim. Go ahead. You're now our PR person. All right. You just got.
I don't know if I'll be that good at it, but I'll
No. You're gonna do great.
Yeah, you're gonna do better than us. Trust me. Who doesn't do anything at all?
Yeah, exactly.
I had a few more questions. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sorry. Just cracked open another clown shoes. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you didn't have to spray me with your clown shoes, bro.
I didn't not mean to. You think I wanted to waste that clown shoes by spraying your knee with it?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
That makes sense why you started licking my knee after.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
It was the beer.
Oh, yeah, Jack Cradolfer, he was asking me if you ever broke a fingerboarding. Man, you ever break a fingerboarding?
No, but I heard some dude from Brazil did.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, apparently he broke his pinky like doing a trick off of a table onto the floor. I think he like snagged it on the way down really hard or something, like on the edge of the table or something. I don't know. I never saw it. Like it was probably back like 2006 or something, but he was saying it online.
One of the gnarliest fucking slams in fingerboarding. Dude, do the fingerboard videos have slam sections?
No, very rarely. Like if something ridiculous happens, but usually it's pretty chill. Like the worst that happens to me is like if
mess
you
up
too hard on the kingpin and it like sticks into your finger, but it just hurts for like 5 seconds. You know, it's not like skateboarding where you actually get hurt.
Or where I'm doing a trick and midair I'm about to catch it and the dog comes up and fingerboard it, eats the fingerboard midair.
Mhm.
Happens to me all the time.
And we don't even know whose dog it is.
I know. But it's just every time. I never see it any other time, but pops up right then and there.
Now, Mike, I've been obviously I had a bunch of tech decks growing up, you know, because I was like, I don't know how old I was when they came out. Probably middle school or something.
I think they came out in 99.
All right, so I was 12 or something.
And you know what's weird is that they printed like companies' graphics. Dude, it's weird that there's a crossover of fingerboarding and skateboarding. I wouldn't even thought they were similar.
Yeah, that was a big thing for Tech Deck because when they came out, they got all those licensing deals with skateboard companies because I don't remember if the person who made Tech Deck was a skateboarder, but I know they were like in the circles of like skate companies and people.
On the West Coast.
Obviously, they had some kind of interest in skateboarding if they were going to make a small skateboard.
Right, a very miniature skateboard. So I'm thinking that now they have handboards.
Mhm.
They got skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just start making bodyboards? Full body, you get to lie down, kind of take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's already the lunging.
I mean,
What do they call it? Luge?
Oh, do people still do that?
Luging?
Yeah,
dude.
I guess so.
course.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's like an Olympic sport.
dude, I want to see a kickflip like with your body included. Like
That's what I'm saying.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. I think
mean-
it should be more like a bobsled.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, in the foundation video, they had the huge skateboard.
That's a little too big.
Right.
All
So that's like other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And of
I'm saying
course, I mean,
bring it back a little.
Tech Deck even made those little tiny fingerboards that
yeah,
were like
the
one
57
finger.
millimeter little baby ones. Those
Yeah.
are so funny.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what the purpose of that is at all. Like, but
I think they were just making stuff, and I don't think they knew that like the fingerboard was going to end up being like such a thing, you know, because like they made handboards, they made the small ones, they made Tech Deck dudes and all these other like little toy kind of things.
right.
And it was like, wait a minute, we have like an actual pretty realistic model of a skateboard that people seem to be interested in doing tricks on. Like, I don't think they saw that coming.
Yeah, they probably didn't anticipate people actually being able to do much more than like, you know, like little pressure flips or like street shoves. You know what I mean?
They didn't know it was going to turn into an art form.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get at is like, so, you know, so fingerboards when we're looking at, if you're looking at fingerboard websites as a skateboarder, looking at it and you go, these are expensive. These are the same price as a skateboard, but you're making like artisanal fingerboards because they're all handmade and they're all like, right? So
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
obviously,
them do.
and I'm sure that's probably the case for a lot of the like what's the other one you keep? Black River, is that the one?
Yeah.
Is that a similar thing like that?
Yeah, they're in Germany and they make all kinds of ramps and stuff, and they make a little of everything now. They do a really good job. Like, they were my biggest inspiration, kind of like as I was building FlatFace and doing all these different things like fingerboard events, and it was all inspired by them really because they were already doing it in Europe and like doing it really big, like getting a lot of people together.
Does the market tend to fluctuate?
It's busiest like around Christmas. It's a little slower in the summer because people are more outside skateboarding and traveling and doing whatever else. But,
So it's the opposite of skateboarding.
yeah, I guess so. Because it's pretty much like when you can't skateboard when it's winter and when it's cold and rainy and stuff like that. That's when you're inside more. So when you're inside more, you're just gonna like fingerboard more if you're a skateboarder or in general, I guess. But like a lot of people that fingerboard, like I got into fingerboarding because of skateboarding because I started skating in 4th grade too. And so then I was like, oh, cool, a small one. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
No,
it all
absolutely. It's
goes
like,
together.
especially since you could have it in your pocket, you could bring it to school, you could be using it on the desk, you know, you can
Yeah.
walk in between class and you just be riding on the wall with it, you know, going over the lockers.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Yeah.
I'm curious about, the art form itself because my favorite trick to do is a feather flip on the fingerboard.
Yeah.
I didn't know, is that considered a kook trick, like a circus trick? I don't know
It's
the
like
standard.
on the end of that.
I don't know the standard that, is held in fingerboarding, if it's similar to the rigid standard of professional skateboarding,
It's fairly similar. Like you can get away with a little bit more on a fingerboard, and then like obviously if you're doing like feather flips and grabs and like stuff like that, some people are going to think it's awesome and some people are going to think it's stupid. It's kind of the same in skateboarding. Like some people are like, oh, street grabs are dumb, I don't want to see that. And then other people are like, cool, that's something different. Like you just melon to 15 set, what the heck? Like,
Yeah.
It's all up to like what you care about and what you think is fun or cool or interesting. So you can really do whatever you want. And that's the beauty of skateboarding and fingerboarding.
Right. And style must come into it.
Yeah, I mean, and it seems like from like the fingerboarding video, like, things I've seen, it's like obviously you could do like a fucking 1080 quadruple tray flip off a table.
I was going to say, you can do a 1080 on a fingerboard?
I could.
Dude.
Yeah. You can't even, you didn't even got the 540 down.
Yes.
But,
insane.
But you know what I mean? But I mean, obviously it's more impressive to see someone do like a proper tray flip on a fingerboard, So is it more like just doing like realistic tricks just really well?
Pretty much. It depends, I guess, on your preferences again, but like most people, it's either like super realistic or like really tech, but somewhat realistic, like, I don't know, fakey, like 270 flip back tail, flip to nose grind, nollie heel out. Like you can do stuff like that where it's like, is that realistic for skateboarding? Like, no, but kind of almost these days. Like people are getting that crazy on skateboards now.
Yeah.
Or close to it, So we used to like laugh at those people and be like, why are you doing such ridiculous combos? Now skateboarders doing stuff like close to that, like really technical flip in, flip outs, like, I don't know, nollie inward heel, back tail, 3 shove out. Like you see people do that nowadays. So
yeah,
in fingerboarding, anything goes, and it's kind of like what you think is cool, what you respect somebody else for doing, or like if they made it look good versus if it's super ugly and sloppy and their hands all over the place, like looking stupid, versus if it looks like it's like on a real skateboard, it looks really, really good. Like whether it's like a kickflip crook or like a crazy combo.
And, I always think it's hilarious, but, I could tell that fashion is a really important part of skateboarding.
Mhm.
So that's why if you'll ever see a fingerboard clip from me, I always got my Jankos with my boxers showing on my fingers.
Little tiny wallet chain.
Little tiny wallet chain with D3s,
Mhm.
Osiris D3s for my, the kicks,
But
for the tips.
But they're full-size D3s.
They're full size. They're size 13.
But he's wearing them on his fingies.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking bust a fucking sick fucking tray flip, bro.
And me, when I fingerboard, I usually go like this. And then it takes me about 5 minutes to actually pop. Do you have any suggestions for a guy like me who can't actually commit to, you know what I mean? I'm just like
Yeah.
stuck.
So that's like a thing that happens to people, and sometimes people like start fingerboarding and they're fine, and then one day they like get stuck, and then they just like can't do it, and they get like they hesitate before they pop. And I don't know what it is, but like I've seen it a million times, and everybody says the same thing, like just keep trying, keep fingerboarding, and like it will just randomly go away at some point and you'll kind of get it back. So like I don't know, just like you got to power through it and just don't let it like discourage you, I guess.
It's just really weird. It's just like, why is this happening?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Weird. It's like you just freeze, right?
And I know it's going to happen, so I try not to do it. And I'm like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something that fucking pisses me off, Schneider.
Uh-oh.
And it's about Orange Man.
Uh-oh.
All right? You familiar
Yes.
with Orange Man?
Yeah.
He fingerboards with 3 fingers.
Oh. So he has a third leg.
I think it's his
He's
dick.
got a third leg. I think it's his dick.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he defends that to his death. That's the right way to fingerboard. And I said, "You are incorrect, sir." And I'm bothered by that statement.
So we got you on here to finally debunk Abe.
How do you feel about the three finger fingerboarders?
All right. So I started fingerboarding with 3 fingers at first.
Oh shit,
Um,
dude! It's
I
like
don't know, I
someone who
probably
starts to
did.
push Mongo when they first learn how to skate.
That's true.
Luckily, I didn't start Mongo. I started actually skating regular, and then I switched to Goofy, like, I don't know, a month in or something. So I was like going down ramps switch before I could do regular, and then I found out it was switch. Anyways, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
People online were just like, you can't use 3 fingers. What are you doing? It just looks stupid. And, there was other people that would fingerboard with 3 fingers too, but they always got the same thing. Everyone would be like, what are you doing? Like, this doesn't look cool, it looks weird. And then, I don't know, I just kind of like transitioned over to using 2 fingers, and obviously it looks better because it looks more like how it's supposed to look like on a skateboard. So I would suggest, like, if you can, just like try to do it with 2 fingers.
He's
and
stubborn.
You'll relearn it really fast though. Like, it might be hard for like a week, but you get all your tricks back because you already have the motions. Your front finger knows what it's doing. Your middle finger's already there. So like, it shouldn't be as hard to relearn as it feels. Like, it might take a little, but it's cooler. But if he wants to use 3 fingers, like, who cares really? Like, there's no, what's the point? It's like you fingerboard because it's fun. So
Right.
Yeah.
in the end of the day, it doesn't matter if other people think
Also, it's fingerboarding. Do you know how stupid that is in the first place?
I mean, it's miniature skateboarding, and that's pretty dumb as well. So
Right.
it's like,
Skating's dumb.
Yeah.
Now try to shrink that down 100 times.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God.
I've always wondered, how does skateboarding look to people that are totally unfamiliar with it when they see us skateboarding, like maybe like throwing ourselves down a stair set or trying a trick, and like especially when we bail and stuff, like it must just look the dumbest thing ever.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, especially it
A
depends.
couple of morons do a moronic thing.
If they happen to see you land the trick, there's a possibility they might be like, "Oh, that was kind of cool."
Like when I was skating that handrail, the
Mhm.
family came around the corner and they're like, "Whoa, he slid that whole thing."
Yep.
Can you believe that?
Yep. Yep.
Big?
I mean, he
skating the handrail?
Didn't land it, but
He slid the whole thing.
But they said, "Wow, he slid the whole thing." They saw it; they were impressed,
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, most people must think it's so stupid because they just see people trying to, jump down a set or jump on a ledge and just failing, and see like 3 people in a row try to do something and just fuck up, and it's just like, what the hell? What the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
One last thing I want to say about the fingerboard style. Now, this is interesting Colin Fisk. Now, this is how he fingerboards. He swears by it. He says this is the right way to fingerboard. He won't, because, you know, a lot of people fingerboard kind of flat like this, you see? Because you get, like, the motion. But he will only fingerboard like this, because he says that's how your feet normally are on a skateboard. So he's a purist. What do you think about that?
Is he good?
He's okay.
Like, I can do a kickflip like that, but it's nowhere near as good as, like, when I do a kickflip, like, more flat.
Right, same. So he's pretty much in the same boat.
But also, if you're
gets you sort of limited, you know.
Yeah, but he wants to recreate it as close to skateboarding as possible. Is his idea.
But it's weird if your hand's straight up like that. It's kind of like it would kind of like be skating on your tippy toes, you know, because your fingers are pointing,
right.
You know, so like. I mean, if you could like bend the bottom knuckle,
should get some
surgery,
reconstructive surgery,
and make little feet on your fingers.
Exactly, to bend the knuckles the other way.
Has anyone done that yet?
Anyone cut
I
off
haven't
their
seen that like done as a surgery or anything, but I've seen like some people have like, you know, if I like go like this, I can like kind of bend my finger a little. Like some people's fingers like kind of look like that, and they fingerboard like they like press down pretty hard, and it like kind of looks like that a little, but depends on.
If you're like double jointed or something, or triple jointed or whatever, it might be easier.
But I mean, you can make it look really good fingerboarding, just regular, like flat and stuff, you know, especially like filming it from the right angles and stuff and fisheye up close. It can look really realistic anyway.
Now, do you fingerboard with the same hand you write with?
Yeah.
And do you skate the same position that you fingerboard? Or fingerboard, is it kind of just ambidextrous?
No, I skate goofy, and I guess like if I'm facing that way, so I guess like
you fingerboard regular.
Fingerboarding would be regular. I never thought of it that way though.
Oh my god,
that's interesting. Yeah, I'm a lefty, but I fingerboard with my right hand. And,
I've heard that before. A few people.
And I fingerboard regular, and I skate goofy. I'm all over the place.
He's a confused boy.
Yeah, all this, and I can't even bring myself to pop. So
just switch over to your other hand. It's not too late to relearn it.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll just switch to my left hand, and I won't have that issue at all. And I'll just lob this one off.
You don't even need it at all, right?
Fuck it, bro. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat's trying to get out. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know you were in here. Run.
What's your cat's name?
Rhombus.
Rhombus?
Yeah.
Like the triangle?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a good name.
It's like how I think Kramer says that he wants to name his kid Isosceles.
Whoa, he should do that. That's an awesome name, because it's also like pretty hard to spell for like children.
Yeah.
It's
a beautiful name. Or maybe it was Jerry. I forget.
One of the two.
But yeah, you're a big fan of Rick and Morty. I could tell, because this is the second Rick and Morty shirt I've seen you wear. That means this guy at least owns 2 Rick and Morty shirts.
Yeah, I have like 2 or 3. I was gonna wear a FlatFace shirt, but they were all dirty.
Classic.
You ever see the episode of Rick turns himself into a pickle? Man,
that one was all right.
Yeah, it was better than I expected, because I got into the show after the Pickle Rick craze, and I said, "Fuck that show where the guy's a fucking pickle. That's fucking stupid, man. I'm not even watching that shit."
But then you watched it.
And I said, this episode is actually pretty good, where he turns himself into a pickle.
That episode is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely better the second time you watched it.
Oh, yeah.
After you can disarm all the hype.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that whole show is better the second time. You pick up, there's so much shit going on, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when you know what's happening, you like just pick up on stuff like beforehand, like, that they're like foreshadowing shit that you just have no idea about.
Yeah, you pick up on so much stuff, like every time you watch it over and over again, like you find so much crazy stuff. Like if you look in the background of that show, there's just so much stuff to laugh at. It's just hilarious.
Well, I'm a big Dan Harmon fan, so
he likes the show Community.
Oh, of course.
What was that show? They made like a show on Hulu, and it was like the same as Rick and Morty.
Oh, Solar Opposites.
But yeah, that one. It was
And
just
that was-
different characters. It was the same show.
It was Justin Rowland.
Yeah, we refer to him as the other guy who's not Dan Harmon
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other guy.
Right. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. The first episode, I was so mad that it was a ripoff, and I was like, there's just nothing good going. It's just worse Rick and Morty. But then, like, once I figured out what was going on, I was like, this is just as genius as before. Like, this is great. And it was awesome. I watched all the episodes within, like, a couple of days, which I never do. And then I was like, dang, I can't believe this is over already. Like, they need to make season 2.
The first episode's always the toughest because you got to
yeah.
introduce all the characters. I mean, I thought the exact same thing when the first episode of Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, seriously.
How wrong I was.
Oh, yeah. Love
I
that
said,
show.
oh, great, they made a worse version of The Simpsons in the future. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
Totally thought, I was like, yeah, obviously just looks like Rick and Morty ripoff. But it was great. It was awesome. And it was different, you know? I was like, this is just like the same thing. But then, as you said, once you see what's going on, you're like, all right, this isn't the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, they have a lot of really deep concepts in there, too. It's cool.
Yeah, the whole wall thing is insane.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
And that one episode where the guy turns himself into a jar of relish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one.
He says, look at me, I'm Relish Rohan.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I'm sure you have a million questions for us, you know?
Oh, I should have got prepared first.
What, being on the Fancy Lad podcast and all, you know, with probably the most legendary skate company of all time.
Mhm.
I'm sure you have a million just questions that you're just off the top of your head ready to write.
I do. I don't even know where to start.
We get that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what's in the works right now?
Oh, this is woo. This is. I'm glad you asked because this is a big month for Fancy Lad. All right, in about maybe a week or two. I'm not really sure. Maybe a week.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a collab episode on Thrasher with Man Ramp. Maybe you've heard from him.
Ooh, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, did you see the Man Ramp, the new Return of the Ramp episode?
I didn't see the return.
That was the first episode of the series. It just came out a week and a half ago or something.
Yep.
But yeah, there's one coming out with Fancy Lad at some point this month.
Yeah, I'm thinking a couple weeks because I thought that they already would have had the second episode, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They haven't yet.
No.
So that's coming out, and then I'm planning by the end of the month.
Mhm.
End of the month, beginning of August, who knows?
Mhm.
Because I,
Yeah,
based it on the Man Ramp.
right.
We're coming out with a new full-length video, Secrets of the Clown Box, which I asked you to film a friend trick for like a million fucking times, but you won't leave the North Shore.
I got lazy on that one. Actually, I got hurt in October, and basically I've been trying to skate, and I always just get re-hurt, and it kind of sucks because I can't just not skate at all. So I skate really gentle, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. And then I'll do some tricks and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, cool. And then I'll learn a trick, and I'll be like, this is great, everything's fine. And then I'm like, damn, I can't skate for a week now because I pulled this muscle, and it's just not healing. It's in my ab.
You got to do some PT.
I guess.
What's that?
Probably.
Physical therapy.
Oh.
I mean, you don't actually have to go to it.
Dang, I guess I blew that. I missed the chance to get that trick, huh?
Well, I mean, technically, you still have couple weeks to film one, so
There's still time.
there's a small window.
This is crunch time.
This
though.
is crunch time.
Ultimate crunch time. And we know as the ultimate snackman, you are a big fan of crunch time.
He
Oh, yeah.
always gets the cheesy gordita crunches
Mhm.
or the Crunchwrap Supreme every time he goes to Taco Bell.
And
Can I
you know,
just send you
T-Bell.
clips of me eating and put that in?
You know what? That might be pretty good, actually.
why don't you do a fucking long ass front 5-0 on your ramp while chomping down a burrito?
I mean,
I
I
can
guess.
do that.
Or eating a salad. Or do a salad grind while eating a salad.
Yeah.
Salad with the salad, and dang, is there a third salad we can get in there?
You know what? Have some fun with it, Get creative. Have some fun with it. When in Rome,
Yeah, go to Rome to film the trick.
Yeah, I can't just do a 5-0 or something. Like, I gotta make it stand out. Like,
Dude, you do a 5-0. While you're doing a 5-0, you have a replica of the ramp set up, and you do a 5-0 on your fingers, and then you finish the 5-0.
There we go.
dude, I think this might be possible.
Did I just blow your mind?
I'm gonna try and get that done. That would be a sick clip. Do you want like
That'd be
HD
fucking
or
sick.
SD? Because I'm gonna go. film it.
Doesn't matter. The most of the videos in SD, but there's plenty of friend tricks that have been sent in HD, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I'll just bring the VX. I'll do it old school.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's what we like to hear.
All right. So I'm gonna have to 5-0 wall finger. I'm gonna hold the ramp like it's like this big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold the thing and drop in and 5-0, and then I'm gonna have my fingerboard and try to do it at the same time. I have no idea how this is gonna pan out.
And then you finish the trick, and then you finish the grind.
Yeah. Or like
All right.
do them kind of at the same time.
I
Yeah.
think now you owe it to all of your fans and our Sweaty and Deranged fans to actually bring this to fruition.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go make it happen.
Now, the ultimate thing would if you could also get a miniature filmer to film the fingerboard on the ramp at the same time. Have a little mini guy there holding a little mini VX.
Yeah, that's gonna be too much.
Actually, no, you should probably try to just take an action figure and glue it there, and then make a little VX with a fisheye and just glue it to their hand so it looks like that.
Yeah, and then just like cut in a second angle later.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's
That'd
great.
be awesome.
I mean, last thing I wanted to say is that fingerboards are kind of like small skateboards.
You know, I was thinking that this whole time.
Really?
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if that was going to be like a weird thing to say or if that was going to be like a real hot button issue.
Yeah, a little controversial.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. I never really thought of it that way before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Now that's weird.
No.
That seems like a huge oversight on your part.
Like I said, sometimes it takes me a little while to like figure things out,
Well, at least he's honest.
Do you like to do dark slides on fingerboards?
Maybe like once a year, I'll like be like, oh, time for a dark slide, my yearly dark slide.
I guess it's different because, well, are you ever worried about ruining your grip?
Yeah, it's usually like when my board is so worn out, my grip is so like gone that it doesn't even get to the edges anymore. So then I'm just like, it's time.
Yeah. See, this is what I love. I love all the parallels. I could just do this all day.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I've been doing. I've been thinking of things that involve skateboarding,
Mhm.
and then I ask if it's true in the fingerboard realm.
Yeah, do you ever like land with the board like standing completely up and like get sacked on it with your fingies?
No.
Not very common. Sometimes you'll land on it like this and it will like stick, just like pogo kind of or something,
Yeah.
but you never really get sacked. Sometimes like on a rail, I guess, but obviously it doesn't
Dude,
hurt.
I've done that on a kickflip. What you just
Damn.
described, yeah.
That's
Actually,
insane.
no. I did it at the very top of the board.
Yeah.
My foot got stuck. It like
On
went
the
straight
nose?
up and got stuck on the nose.
You should learn that on purpose and then like flick it and land on it.
That'd be good if gravity didn't exist.
Mhm.
So I'll keep
Well,
that in mind my next moon trip.
Yeah, because there's no gravity on the moon.
Dude, you know that garage mini ramp that I have?
Gravity's different on the moon.
It's true.
Yeah. There's also different gravity in my garage though. Because
Oh, really?
one of my friends was like, I want to learn how to skateboard, but like I need help. And he was like, I want to build like a rope that I can hold on
Mhm.
while I skate your ramp so that if I fall, I can just hold myself. And I was like, if you want to build it, it sounds like it might be fun. We can like use it.
Yeah.
So go for it. So he built this thing and it's really goofy, but you drop in and you hold this rope and it's like just the same size as the ramp. So like you're still skating. And then like, if you do grabs and stuff, you can just like throw it and like launch super high and like pull yourself up like just while you're in the air and then kind of let go. And like, it's funny. So you could probably use some stupid like
It's the best way to do
rope
airs.
from the ceiling and do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought that like it would be nice to have like a harness set up. You could skate like a ramp, and just try anything, and then just
have a buddy just actually pulling.
just have like a team of buddies just like heave. He's going for the 1080.
Yep.
Heave.
I was just gonna say 1080.
The 1080 is really it's the new 900.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Aren't kids doing like 1260s now?
Yeah, but there's no game for N64 called the 1260. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Ain't no one doing 1260s on a penguin snowboard.
Mike, I look forward to your friend trick, and I want to thank you once again for being on the Fancy Lad podcast.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was super fun.
Hell yeah! And where can people? What's your website? People can go check out your their FlatFace boards.
Yeah, FlatFaceFingerboards.com, and also check out my YouTube, which is just Mike Schneider. Or if you search like FlatFace Fingerboards on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find my stuff too. Or even just fingerboarding, it'll probably come up. But search Mike Schneider, you'll definitely find it. And yeah.
Fuck yeah. You guys just had a new video come out recently too, with like 30 parts in it?
Dude, it was insane. Yeah, I got like almost the entire team to film, and like some of these people have been on the team for like at least 15 years. So it's cool to like get all the old dudes like resurrected a little, and some of the new people, and just like everybody filmed their best stuff that they could. It was a really crazy video.
I can't believe their body can still endure that torment even after all those years,
Yeah, it's a lot tougher than skateboarding. Like skateboarding, you just have to jump down sets and like, get all these injuries and stuff. But like fingerboarding,
right? Well, skateboarding, you get to glide down the handrail.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
With fingerboarding, you can twist.
You got to push it down.
You got to push it. You could wrench it.
Mm-hmm.
You can gut it.
Skin it.
You never know what's going to happen. That's why you have the pain in the side. It's not from skating. It's from fingerboarding.
Oh, so I need to take a break from fingerboarding and skate more, and then it will go away. Then I can allow it that time it needs to heal.
And then you can return to fingerboarding.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for being on the this here podcast, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, definitely.
When's the next rendezvous? Do you still do it now that it's the COVID?
Yeah, when is anything? Like,
yeah,
right.
It just depends on that, really. Like, as soon as it's like safe to do it or whatever,
right?
We'll be back in action for sure. But I don't know, maybe we'll get to skate before that sometime. Even if you guys want to come skate at my house or something.
Did you move into the new house?
Yeah, but I still have the old place. I still have the mini ramp there. I'm just renting it out to people.
Oh,
but
sick.
we can go skateboard in the backyard. I mean, they're my friends too, so we can hang out there. It's the same.
Cool.
Damn, it's a good setup.
And the new place, did you start building a skate park?
Barely. Like, I got the flat ground put down that I was going to move the mini ramp to, but it didn't come out level, so I just didn't move it yet because I was like, this is not going to work. So, and then I got the driveway paved, and I got like a bank. You can see it on my Instagram. I put up like a few clips on it. I'm like pretty hyped on, I got like fakey bigger spins on it because I don't really do flip tricks. Like, my board's too fat. I can do them, but it's like hard flips and kick flips is like all I can do. So I got like fakey bigger spins on that. But yeah, it's like this bank, and I'm going to put pool copings across the top. You can like grind it. It's super fun. So it's slowly coming together.
Sick. Well, I look forward to it. And if I don't see you before the video comes out, you'll just have to email me that clip. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go try and like see if it's even possible. I think it should be possible. I want to see if I can get it to look decent.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That 5.0 thing. So we'll see.
It's actually it's kind of gonna be a big part on your filmer. So make sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking I should have two angles, like maybe film it like one person with the VX, but then like one with HD, so I can like crop it closer and like show the fingerboarding part. And I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I was picturing fisheye. Start with the trick up and then back down.
Yeah.
So. That's just what I was envisioning. But, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you work out the kinks. And thanks again. Keep up all the good work.
Oh, yeah.
All the
fucking
all the fucking legendary work.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to hit up Sessions and tell him to get Fancy Lad Skateboards in there.
Sessions and Rocket League. I know you got all these connections. And
Never
Tony
spoken to Rocket League before.
and Tony Hawk, okay? I want to be
Yeah, we want to.
character featured in 1 and 2 remake. You can let him know.
Mm-hmm. I thought you just wanted to be in Tony Hawk.
Well, I mean, there's some things you just don't say on air.
Oh. Well, anyways, thank you, Mike. We'll talk to you soon, bud.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Enjoy the rest of your snacks throughout the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I'm sure there are many to come.
Yeah, I got like 7.
All right.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks,
Later,
bud.
bud.
Bye.
Peace.
Oh, well, that was just a treat talking to Mike Schneider.
You know, that was fantastic. Great guy. Great fingerboarder.
Mm-hmm.
Great skater.
Great snacker.
Oh, man. Ultimate snacker.
Ultimate snacker. And I think that's what I want the people to take away from this is that he's not just a one-dimensional guy.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean, because as we mentioned, ultimate snacker.
Ultimate snacker. And also it makes sense that he's such a Rick and Morty fan with all these multiple dimensions.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Just like Rick and Morty.
Now, I haven't seen that one movie that everyone talks about, Inception.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
So we should talk about that just briefly.
Okay.
The title is Inception.
Right. And I'm pretty sure it's a movie featuring actors.
And possibly was directed by somebody who directed the actors.
I heard that too, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I didn't check out Snopes, to see if that was correct or not.
Snopes?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check out Snopes myself.
Well, why don't we go do that right now?
Yeah, you know what? That sounds good.
All right, great. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Yeah.